Look up at the night sky. What do you see? A vast dark canvas sprinkled with tiny distant lights. But what if I told you that hidden within that darkness are some of the most violent, chaotic, and breathtakingly beautiful events in the universe? We're talking about cosmic catastrophes, explosions so powerful they forge the very elements of life. And at the heart of these masterpieces of destruction and creation, we find the nebula. Imagine a star many times more massive than our sun, reaching the end of its life. It's burned through its fuel for millions, maybe billions of years. Now, its core collapses under its own immense gravity. In a fraction of a second, an unimaginable explosion erupts, a supernova. This isn't just a flash of light, it's a cataclysm that can outshine an entire galaxy. It blasts the star's outer layers into space at incredible speeds, creating a shockwave that ripples through the cosmos. What's left behind is a stunning, expanding cloud of gas and dust. This is a supernova remnant, a type of nebula. Think of it as the ghost of a dead star, a celestial tombstone glowing with vibrant colors. The famous Crab Nebula is a perfect example. In the year 1054, astronomers on Earth recorded a guest star that was visible even during the day. What they were witnessing was the supernova that created this very nebula. Today, almost 1,000 years later, we can still see its intricate filaments of gas, glowing red, orange, and blue, stretching across 6 light-years of space. It's a direct window into a cosmic disaster that happened centuries ago. But these nebulae are more than just beautiful remnants. They are the universe's ultimate recycling program. The supernova explosion forges heavy elements inside its fiery furnace, elements like oxygen, carbon, and iron. The very iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, was created in the heart of an exploding star and scattered across space by these nebulae. So, when you look at a nebula, you're not just seeing the aftermath of a star's death. You're seeing the raw ingredients for future stars, future planets, and maybe, just maybe, future life. Let's zoom in on these cosmic clouds. They aren't just uniform puffs of gas. They are turbulent, chaotic environments. The colors we see are clues to their composition. Hydrogen, the most common element in the universe, often glows a brilliant red. Oxygen can appear as shades of green and blue. These colors are painted across the canvas of space by the intense radiation from the dead star's core, which often becomes a super-dense object called a neutron star or even a black hole. This central engine continues to pump energy into the surrounding gas, making the nebula glow for thousands of years. And it's not just giant stars that create nebulae. Even stars like our sun have a dramatic, albeit gentler, end in store. When a sun-like star runs out of hydrogen fuel, it won't explode in a supernova. Instead, it will swell up into a red giant, puffing its outer layers away into space. This creates a different kind of celestial jewel, a planetary nebula. Don't let the name fool you. They have nothing to do with planets. They were just misnamed by early astronomers who thought their round, fuzzy shapes looked like planets through their small telescopes. The Helix Nebula, often called the Eye of God, is one of the most famous planetary nebulae. It looks like a giant, colorful eye staring back at us from 700 light-years away. This is the future of our own solar system, billions of years from now. Our sun will shed its layers to form a beautiful, glowing shroud, while its core shrinks down to become a white dwarf. These planetary nebulae are like the final, beautiful sigh of a dying star. They enrich the surrounding space with elements, contributing to the great cosmic cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. But what about the beginning? Before stars can die, they have to be born. And where are stars born? You guessed it. Inside nebulae. These are different kinds known as stellar nurseries or emission nebulae. The Orion Nebula is perhaps the most famous. It's a vast cloud of gas and dust, visible to the naked eye as a fuzzy patch in Orion's sword. Inside this celestial cradle, gravity is pulling clumps of gas together. As these clumps get denser and hotter, they ignite, and new stars switch on for the very first time. We can peer deep inside these nurseries with infrared telescopes, which can see through the thick dust that hides the newborn stars from view. What we find is a chaotic, beautiful mess. Powerful stellar winds from the hot young stars carve out huge bubbles and pillars in the gas. The iconic pillars of creation in the Eagle Nebula are a perfect example of this process. They are towering columns of cool gas and dust, sculpted by the fierce radiation from a nearby cluster of massive young stars. These pillars are literally evaporating before our eyes, but within them, even newer stars are fighting to be born. So, you see, the nebula is the alpha and the omega of the stellar story. It is the cradle where stars are born from dust and gas, and it is the tombstone left behind when they die in a blaze of glory. They are the universe's grandest art projects, shaped by the most powerful forces imaginable: gravity, radiation, and cataclysmic explosions. The death of one star directly seeds the birth of the next generation. It's a magnificent, ongoing cycle. Every nebula tells a story of cosmic violence and exquisite beauty. From the chaotic tendrils of a supernova remnant to the serene glow of a planetary nebula, and the bustling activity of a stellar nursery, they are the heart of the universe's catastrophic masterpiece. They remind us that even from the most destructive events, something new and beautiful can emerge. The atoms that make up our world, our bodies, were all forged in these stellar cataclysms and carried across the galaxy in the gentle, glowing arms of a nebula. We are, quite literally, made of stardust. So the next time you look up at the night sky, remember the hidden masterpieces floating in the dark. Remember the explosive deaths and brilliant births happening across unfathomable distances. The universe is a dynamic, violent, and creative place, and the nebula is its signature, painted across the cosmos. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through space's most beautiful disasters. If you enjoyed this cosmic exploration, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more adventures into the unknown, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a launch. Let me know in the comments which nebula is your favorite. Until next time, keep looking up.